Okay. Good morning. Hi, Chloe. Yeah, you can go to sleep. It's okay. All good, Jackson. Thanks for popping in. Oh, Josh. Hello, Undertaker. Sorry we haven't been able to do the stream the last few days. My sleep schedule's been super jacked. I stayed up most of the night so I could stay up most of the morning so that I could sleep at get to sleep at a regular hour today. Oops, I'm on the wrong. Just continue campaign. I'm trying to get reset so I can get back to waking up every morning. But this morning's going to be particularly interesting because obviously they're announcing the Queen of the Crown today. Josh, because they put out the little thing yesterday and they didn't do a Tuesday reveal this week, and plus there's already been leaks from a couple websites saying that it's coming out today, the release. Or the announcement. I am reserving all forms of judgment and thoughts until I see it myself. And you can bet the instant it releases, we're going to stop the stream, watch it together live. I'm going to give my thoughts on it live, and then I'll probably make a video about it. To talk about it, because I don't know what's going on with the new DLC, but something must be going on with it, because I was reading Grace's Twitter and it was looking really ugly. So I'm not sure what's up with this DLC, but it looks like shit's hitting the fan a bit. Hopefully it's not as bad as everyone thinks it is. I will reserve judgment until I see what it is. Yeah, that's what I've heard, Raw Califar. I've heard someone mention to me that it's probably going to release in about 30 minutes. So what we're going to do is we're going to hang out here and play some Tretch, and at 9 a.m. we're going to go check the Total War YouTube account, and if it's up, we're all going to watch it together, and we're all going to talk about it. And then I'm going to make a video about it later today. But y'all will get my live reaction and all that jazz as a bonus for being up with me, and as an apology for not having the morning stream the last 3 days like I wanted to. Yeah, well, I'd like to get back to Vermintide 2 in the afternoons. I don't know about this afternoon. Between like the DLC announcement, and I literally stayed up all night so I could be up to do this stream, honest to God. So, I'm really hoping that the announcement will come out. We can play Vermintide till about, well, what we'll probably, here's what we're probably going to do. We're probably going to watch, it's 8:33 where I am, sorry. So about 27 minutes it's supposedly going to release. So what we're going to do is we're going to play Tretch for about 27 minutes. As soon as the trailer drops, we're going to go watch the trailer and look at everything and talk about it here on the stream. Then we're going to then I'm going to stop the stream, I think, for a little bit to go record a video real quick on it. And then after I record a video on it, I'm going to come back and stream Tretch until like noon or whatever. Well, I can already tell you guys I'm going to buy the DLC. Like, there's no question there. Hopefully it's good. I've heard, I don't want to get too into it, obviously, because we don't know for sure. I'm not taking anything as fact until I see it myself, but There's been a lot of hate already being thrown at CA since this morning. I keep my eyes on the subreddit and on the Twitters, so to speak, and I have been seeing a lot of people really upset about this DLC. So hopefully we can get an eye on the ground about what's going on here. Alright, and the purpose of this stream, beyond that, is going to be trying to stabilize our damn empire. Our empire is a wreck since we confederated, which I think, are we still suffering from the... Okay, no, we're no longer suffering from the confederation stuff, so that's good. But, and Skrulk's ready to move, so that's even better. And we're going to go to war with the Lizardmen, unfortunately. I honestly don't want to go to war with the Lizardmen just yet. I think it might be better to hop across the ocean and attack Archon and wipe out our enemy to our north, then focus our efforts on Krokkar. So I think that's what we're going to do instead. Potion of Toughness and 10,000 gold, I'll take it. So we're going to have Skrulk focus on dealing with Archon the Black, because he's an annoyance and I want to get rid of him. We're not going to talk about the DLC until the official announcement this morning. We're just not going to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it until I see it myself. So, like, if you've looked at the leaks and you've already like seen everything, you're just going to have to sit tight and be patient. Until I have a chance to look at it when they announce it, because I don't want to just like shit on CA or something when I don't even know what's going on. So we have a hell pit. What's going on with Tretch's army? This mini map is not big enough for how much space is around our empire. Alright, we're trying to deal with the Dark Elves here. I don't really want to wipe out the Dark Elves at this point. I just want to get peace with them, and then I'm going to leave them alone and focus my efforts on the High Elves, most likely. Why is Chaos Undivided symbol a 7-pointed star when there are only 4 major gods? I actually don't know why their symbol is a 7-pointed star. I always figured it's something to do with like the 8 winds of magic, but I'm not actually sure what why they came up with the design they did for the Star of Chaos. All right, so we're gonna put Warp Fire Throwers in Raxnick's army. Just one though. I need some Eshin stuff. We need gutter runners with slings that have poison, and let's get 1 normal, and then I'm gonna need more storm vermin. Now, you know what, I would like a couple units of clan rats just to take up some space, so let's grab 2 units of just clan rats with shields just to get in the way. That seems like a pretty good army. Yeah. Alright, so Ratsnick's building. Well, yeah, they obviously... Games Workshop Steel is not the word I prefer to use, but Games Workshop combined a lot of different elements of a lot of different universes and fantasies. I do not know what the inspiration, or I don't know what the 7-pointed star is supposed to represent. Oh yeah, this is the guy I keep trying to get rid of, but I can't because he's immortal. Make yourself useful and at least like attack people. What other heroes do I have? Alright, this is our Sea Lord. And you're recruiting. You're slowly recruiting. What do you do? Do you have immortality as well? Yeah, you do, so I'm stuck with you. Just keep stealing tech for me. Or don't, that's fine too. But like I said, moderators feel free to enforce this. But we are not talking... We are not talking about the DLC until it's been officially announced.
Contract approved.
That is a thing we are doing consciously. We are not talking about it until it's officially announced. If you got a problem with that, fucking deal with it. This is my stream, and I'll do what I want. Cryo Cheese, how you doing today this morning? I'm doing good this morning. I'm super tired right now. I did not sleep at all yesterday. Or no, that's not true. I slept till like really late yesterday. God damn it. I slept till really late yesterday, and so I've decided to stay up the whole night so I can reset my sleep schedule. Plus, I missed the morning stream 3 days in a row. And I was like, you know what? We're not doing that again. A lot of people really enjoy the Tretch campaign, and it's when a lot of the Europeans get to come in and just chat with me. We haven't said our good mornings. Good morning, Raw Cauliflower. Crowd Cheese, welcome to the stream, man. Misha, I'm glad you're here. I miss when we stream on Twitch and you're not there. Presumably because you're asleep. Amornar, good to see you. Bjorn, good morning. Great Book of Grudges. Of course, you were the first one here this morning. Good morning. Uh-oh. Well, that's not good. We may reload this save because I refuse to lose to an ocean fight. And of course, these have no effect. Does this help me at all? Because I have a bad feeling he's just going to beat me. And my army's going to get deleted because I marched. So we might have to reload the save because I'm not going to... Oh no, we won. But we have to go back to re-recruit troops. God. Archon, why you do this? Good morning, Dario.
Come closer. Look that way.
Sign of the Emperor, good to see you, my man. Peace treaty, got it. Yeah, you better be at peace with me, because if you're not at peace with me, Skrull's coming for you. I know you're not the biggest fan of Space Marines, but given your proclivity to reptiles, which legion is my favorite? The Serpentine Alpha Legion or the Incendiary Salamanders? I feel like I don't know about either of them enough to really comment. I guess I would favor the I hear the Lord of the Salamanders is like kind of a cool guy. Oh, nice. Hey, I'll take that plus 20 diplomacy with Tomb Kings. We need that. I heard the Lord of the Salamanders is kind of a chill dude, so I guess I would side with them. Maybe chill's not the best word, but like was a nice fellow, it sounded like. I generally don't like the Chaos. I generally don't like Space Marines. And I generally really don't like Chaos Space Marines. Because I feel like they're way too edgelord. A lot of them. Like, they try too hard. Alright, you're going to stay here to balance this stuff up. You're going to prepare for war. Skrulk. Is Sudenburg an easy take? It is an easy take. Okay, so I think what we're going to do is we're just going to capture Sudenburg. Give me the Herald of Decay. And give me Arcane Conduit. Assassin, let's put a point into Bloody Blade. Plague Priest, we'll just keep making you combat heavy, but we will take Warpstone tokens for the increased magic. I kind of want to just fall back and heal, but taking down Sudenburg would give us at least a launching point on this place, which is pretty important. So yeah, let's go ahead and capture Sudenburg. And we are going to take it. We'll capture it at level 3, which isn't going to hurt our food too bad. Alright, and this will let me... Whoa, I can build wine here. Okay. This will give me a staging point. And then we just got to recruit the Plague Monks we lost. You're designed for fighting too, right? Yeah, you're kind of a cool mix. I was gonna have the other guy join you, but he died, so... A level 1 assassin. No, I could hire an assassin for... that's a much higher level. But yeah, the DLC... I'm not trying to be mean. Just the DLC announcement, we're going to look at it together. So if you're here to talk about it, you're just going to have to wait. Sorry, not sorry. As soon as it's out, we will talk about it, though. You better bet. We will stop the stream. Like, we will completely stop everything to look at it. Alright.
King of what do you want?
Trying to get some bigger alliances going here.
Never.
I don't know if we want to hit military just yet. Well, I guess we've got all the alliance we need. Wouldn't mind a trade with the pirates, but we're not quite there yet with them. And some random ass horde factions are declaring war on me like a bunch of jerks. Deal with them in time. Alright, so you're not going to be ready for many turns. Skrulk's going to need a little bit of time and money. You are our next most active combatant. So what we're going to do is we're going to run up and we're going to push the High Elves off the continent. And we're also going to blow up Clark Haran to try and get Malekith to get peace with us. Am I hyped? Yes, I'm very hyped. But I'm easy to hype. What are good traits for a new Skaven Lord? Depends on what kind of Lord it is, and it depends on what kind of army you're looking to build. Generally, with Skaven, you want to try and get leadership abilities, or abilities that increase their leadership aura. Either the size of it, the amount it gives. One of the best traits for Skaven is the one that gives +2 leadership and +2 melee attack to all units in their army. That's a super good one on Skaven. Of course, a lot of the Skaven specific ones are really good. Like if you want to run a Scryer themed army, there's one that makes like all war machines like Doom Wheels and stuff cheaper upkeep. That's really good. There's a one called Sharp Teeth, which is really good on Warlords. It just depends on what you're building. Other than Tyranids, what other 40k factions do you really like? Scion the Emperor, my favorite 40k factions are the Tyranids, followed by the Necrons, followed by probably the Orcs, but I really like Necrons and Tyranids. Those are my two favorites. By far. Like, not even a contest. Also, somebody please keep an eye on the... So the final game against Turin was going to happen yesterday, but Turin asked for an extension because of the tournament that he's hosting and I'm participating in this weekend, because it's going to be kind of a big deal. Apparently, there's been a lot of business with it, just because it's a big tourney. So me and Turin rescheduled for Sunday, so we're going to have like a Super Bowl Sunday, which there will be announcements about that Saturday evening. That will be the finals of Black Irons League. I want some wine, something to trade, but before we buy wine, we need to buy Plague Monks. How many Plague Monks am I missing? At least 2 more. I don't think I can afford them even if I drop this, right? How much are they? They're 1,000? Yeah. So we'll just go ahead and make wine. Boop. Yeah, and somebody just kind of keep your ear to the ground on CA's channel, because they're going to be, they're seriously probably going to be announcing that like any minute. Sappers plus speed? Plus range. I'll take range. Alright, Tretch, let's go knock down Clark Arand here. Do I like the Tau? Not really. Tau are not really my, favorite race. Like, they've got some cool gimmicks to them, don't get me wrong. Ooh, if we sack it, we can actually afford the rest of those Plague Monks. That would be really nice. So let's sack, and then we will march back to safety. You are going to keep moving to join up with this army, which we're not going to probably recruit too many more troops for him, because shit's going to start getting really expensive. Let's head back down to Skrulk, and then pick up. And my goal, hopefully this video will also include the announcement trailer. It's not. I'm talking out of my ass. Hopefully the new thing that they're going to show us is also going to include the release date, because the goal is to have the Tretch campaign done. Like, we want to finish the Vortex campaign. This is, I mean, obviously that's why we did a Vortex campaign and not like a, let's go ahead and do the 13th scheme. Just make sure everyone stays loyal. Because we want to finish Tretch so that when, I know it's the Queen and the Crone, because of all the leaks, but when the Queen and the Crone comes out, which the patrons are going to vote for which campaign we're going to do. So if you want to have an influence on that, you might check out the Patreon page and see if you're interested in joining up. I do need to do like a really big announcement about the Patreon page because it's changed a lot. And I haven't really made a big deal out of it, and I need to because that's an important source of income for me. It's Karl Franz. Yeah, so to my understanding, the finals for the Blood Bowl League, will be at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time on Sunday, I think. So if you're European, it's gonna be pretty late, unfortunately. But those Turn either offered me 8 or 9, so I chose 8. Unfortunately, that seems to be the earliest he's willing to commit to right now. If we have a big enough European crowd that's interested, I might try and push for an earlier time to like at least give you guys a hope of watching it. But do the humans sell Warpstone tokens and Warpstone drugs? No, Great Book of Grudges. Warpstone is really dangerous to handle. It's basically like handling poison. Sure, we'll go ahead and ally with these guys. Like, it's incredibly dangerous and deadly. And, if you get caught with Warpstone in the Empire, the Witch Hunters, you will not have a fun experience. I'll put it that way. Alright, let's burn down Clarkarond. Wizards and engineers, like, there are people who trade in it, but it's not like a currency. It's too rare for that in the Empire. There's actually the first Gracier book, the first Thanquol book, which is called Gracier, I think, if I remember right, actually has a lot of information in it about Warpstone and how it's treated in the Empire. It has a huge thing about it. It's like one of the core components of the story. So if you want more of a explanation, I would check out that book. Also a great series. Alright, we're still building Ratsnick's army. This assassin leveled up. That's great for him. Let's grab assault units, because we're going to need it when we try and purge Mazda Mundi out of our stuff. Let's get some more exotic animals. I honestly chose a pretty poor time to start a Skaven campaign, because they're making the Skaven campaign a lot easier in the new patch, and that would have been really nice. Let's steal some technology. Success. Awesome. And this guy is just kind of a goof. So let's grab that. Alright, Sunberg. We need to save up to get that upgrade. I don't know if we'll be able to afford it, but we'll try. If I get rid of this guy for a turn, does it make my income go up? Nope, it made my income go down. well, we tried. Oh, man. Alright, and as soon as Skrulk's ready to go back to war, we will resume attacking the undead. Meanwhile, this guy's just going to surf the ocean until he dies, because that's all he's good for. Bjorn, are you talking about the Dwarf Omnibus? Because if you are, it is an excellent book. And I mean excellent book. I cannot speak highly enough. Alright, Hotek's column is under attack. So we're definitely gonna... I kind of want him to deal with it. So I think what we're gonna do is fall Ratsnick back so that he's in the area in case we need help. In case he needs help. Like, because if another High Elf army showed up, we could be in trouble. But if it's just that one, I'm not too worried about it. It would be cool if it were added as a form of ruins where you could routinely go to loot Warpstone. Oh, Mordheim, yeah. Dude, I've been trying to get something. I've been trying to get a lot of unique, like, upgrades for settlements added. Secure influence, damage walls, and assault garrison. These are all highly rude activities. We do want to keep an eye on Skrulk. He is kind of in a vulnerable position, but we did kill Archon at sea somehow. So it's not a big deal to catch... we need to convince Cetra to start helping us wipe out Archon, because Archon's just a bitch, and if we don't deal with him, he's just going to continue to be a pain in the ass. Alright, so let's go here. Whoa, we went bankrupt! What the hell? Oh, because they cut off our capital. Oh my god. Wow, that destroyed my economy. Let's go deal with this. Yeah, excuse me, ma'am. You're gonna need to leave the premises. Like, now? Goodbye. Please don't come back. Here, I'll even sell you off for more money. Jesus Christ. Whew, okay, so we need to make sure that settlement has a powerful garrison ready to defend it at all costs. Like, hot damn, that was ridiculous. Alright, are you punched up enough? Nope, we still gotta punch you some more. Jesus Christ. Alright, so that'll stabilize things. We got 10,000 gold now. Let's turn our attention to Sudenburg. Make sure it is properly defended. You've got 2 more turns till you're ready to march. Don't need envoy of the council. I will take... Do you have stand your ground yet? No. Let's get mutagenic elixirs and standard die. So you're a good general. In the meantime, let's flip back over to Lustria. Yeah, we might play some Vermintide today if I don't feel like shit around after lunch. I might just feel like shit after lunch because I haven't slept yet, and if that happens, I might just go to bed. So we'll keep your ear to the ground on that one. Sure, let's upgrade Bleakhold. Get some more engineering goodies. Alright, so Tretch is going to go keep pushing the Dark Elves. Just keep punching them in the gut. You are just going to keep defending, and we'll keep an eye down south on Dearest Ratsnick. The best Warhammer novel to me. My favorite Warhammer novel? There are a lot of good ones. I think the Omnibuy are super fun to read and also convey a lot of information in a fairly short amount of time. I would say the Dwarf Omnibus is probably my... No. Go Trek and Felix. Hello, Barty. Good morning. My favorite novel is Demon Slayer. I would say that's my favorite novel. Is Demon Slayer from... That's the third of the Go Trek and Felix series. That is a phenomenal book. And the build-up in that book, especially if you read 1, 2, and 3, like 1 and 2 and then read 3, the build-up to the final battle in the third Go Trek and Felix book is fucking insane. It's easily like one of the best boss fights I've ever seen in a book. Even the first 12 novels of the Go Trek and Felix storyline, where it was one continuous storyline that was really well written and really well told. I think it's the first 12. Are just an excellent read. Like, I can't recommend them enough. The Dwarf Omnibus is really, really good. Thanquil has a one of my favorite single-standing novels is Skarsnik. It's just called Skarsnik, and it's a book about him. And that book is not only hysterical, but incredibly well written and is just overall incredibly enjoyable. Okay, we're not quite fully healed, so let's just pop into the Circle of Destruction, sack it real quick, and for some extra monies. And then I'll pop back here to get fully healed. I think we got fully healed from doing damage there. Alright, so we're going to march, and our goal is to destroy these two settlements as we try and force the Dark Elves into peace. Yeah, we'll get into a battle soon in a moment. I'm trying not to commit to a battle yet because the announcement is literally supposed to be happening, like, right now. So, everyone keep your eye on Total War's Twitter and on their YouTube channel, because the video should be going up, like, right now. So, if everyone can keep your eyes peeled for that... That would be wunderbar. It's out? Alright. Hold on. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna put on my headphones, and I'm gonna change the stream so y'all can see my screen, and we're gonna go to their YouTube channel. So let's go to their YouTube channel. I'm gonna sit up in my chair for this. Alright, and then we're gonna go to subscriptions. Yep, alright, it's out. Alright, chat, here we go. Y'all ready? We're gonna watch it together. You don't need to go anywhere else. We're gonna watch it together. I'm gonna go to screen recording. Alright, here we go. Ooh.
A vision comes to me. Vicious, grotesque, lustful. The stench of death, sounds of agony, the ritual of Death Night. I feel it in the meadows. I sense it in the air. Your wickedness growing. Chaos spreading throughout my beautiful land, and I grow weaker. The sword of Cain, the maker of widows. I know you seek it.
Whoa!
But
Okay.
your efforts are futile. For I, Alariel the Ever-Queen, mother of all, will bring the light to end your darkness, Crone Halibron.
Okay, so that's the Queen and the Crone. Oh, wow. Look at that. That's a cool image. I wish all this shit wasn't blocking it. Okay, so... pre-order now. So let's see if they've got the link down here. Yeah. Alright, chat. Let's see what we're looking at. Alright, so this comes out on May 31st. You can bet we're going to do some giveaways of this, more than likely. Alright, so let's see what the deal is. Yeah, and they went with Old Lady Helibron instead of Young Helibron, which is pretty interesting. It makes them more different, though. Okay. We're just going to blitz through this, because I'm going to make a video on it later today. You just bought it. Yeah, background, blah, blah, blah. I know all this, blah, blah, blah. Alright, unique units. We've got the Sisters of Avalorn, Okay. Shadow Warriors. Sisters of Slaughter. Doomfire Warlocks. And then the Handmaids of Alariel. The Supreme Sorceress of Helebron. And then Alariel, who has the faction of Avalorn. And then they have it's 16. So they have 8 legendary lord, or 8 regiments of renown per faction, per race. Harganeth with Helebron. And it says, but this is not all. The Druchi possess a dark and powerful weapon. When blood runs in river and the air is choked with death, the chains will break and this monstrous secret will be unleashed. So it looks like there might be something else included in the DLC that's not on here for some reason. I don't know why that is. That seems a little odd. No word on the free DLC though, which is kind of interesting. Huh. So, okay, now I understand the criticism. I don't know if I agree with it yet. So we did hear mention of Death Knight, which could be something important, like a unique campaign mechanic. We did mention Alariel growing weaker, which could potentially tie into how she is in the lore, because the way Alariel is in the lore is that she gets weaker when when Ulthuan suffers. So that could be interesting. Then we've got oh, they say it's a Lithanar. A Lithanar will be a new free legendary lord coming alongside along with his own unique unit. Okay, so it's a Lithanar. Okay, that's not a bad lineup. So to my understanding, the criticism that hit before this was even announced was that the unit roster is really tiny. Which, granted, it's pretty small. So it's 2 units. It's 2 new units per faction, and one new character per faction. But according to this right here at the end, there's at least one more thing for the Dark Elves that's monstrous. I wonder if it's the Medusa. That'd be kind of cool. I mean, honestly, I'm pretty excited for it. It's cheap as hell. I mean, I don't even know why they bothered with the 10% promotion. Like, that's 80 cents. Whoop-de-doo. I think this is the cheapest DLC that we've had. Hold on. Let's do King and the Warlord. Okay, maybe not. So, Total War, Warhammer, King. No, not Rise of the Tomb Kings, damn it. Here, just do this. Not the second one, the first. Oh my god, I'm about to slap somebody. Total War, Warhammer. First one, please. Thank you. Alright, the first one. No, they were all $8? Really? Huh. I thought they were more expensive than $8 for some reason. Wow, these are really cheap. Alright, so we're going to get back to the Tretch campaign. I honestly don't think it's worth stopping the stream for this to make a video. I think I kind of want to see the community's reaction. If anyone hasn't seen it, there you go. New DLC, May 31st. Crone Helebron versus Alariel. 2 new units and 1 new character. Alright, so let's go back to what we were doing. I honestly don't think I'm gonna stop the stream to make a separate video on about it until later today. Like, it's a cool announcement, but I didn't... There's not a lot of information right now, and the roster alone is not very impressive. That's my thought. So now we can talk about it, chat. Now we can talk about it. If y'all want to talk about the DLC, we can talk about it. I have heard there have been people complaining. Yeah, I saw she looks like she gets tree spirits as well, which is pretty cool. I saw a treekin and a tree man, which that's pretty cool. So she'll kind of, I guess maybe she'll have a hybrid roster like Archon the Black does. Like, well, Archon has access to vampire count units. Maybe Alariel will have access to tree spirits, which sounds pretty cool, actually. I'm totally down for that. Can I afford more troops, or are we still recruiting for Ratsnick? You saw Dryads too? I didn't see Dryads, but... so what are the cool new units? So the new units they're getting are, for the Dark Elves, it's the Sisters of Slaughter, which the Sisters of Slaughter were essentially... they're basically Witch Elves, but instead of focused on offense, they're focused on defense. Like, they're naked... but they make up for it with having a really high stat line, and they were designed to tear up other units of infantry, so I'm really curious to see how they're going to be implemented. But they do cause fear and have poison, so that alone, you know, is going to make them a competitive unit. Probably won't have shit for armor, but I imagine they'll have really good physical resistance. And then there's the horse riders, whose name is escaping me right now. What are they called? The, whatever, the horse guys. What they are, Doomfire Warlocks. They, imagine this, so all of you know the Sisters of the Thorn, right? They're basically like the Sisters of the Thorn, except for instead of having javelins and buff magic, they are scary melee combatants that have poisoned attacks in close combat. They're very fast, have poison attacks. They also have that, yeah, I'll agree to a military alliance with you. They also have that ridiculous ward save, which will probably be a physical resistance in this game. But more importantly, they have debuff magic. In tabletop, they have the spells Soul Blight and Doom Bolt, which could be really powerful on a cav unit. Like, just running around, just bam, have a Soul Blight. You combo that with Dark Elf mechanics, that's pretty scary. Military access with dwarves, fuck it, we need the alliance. Right now, we just need to worry about fighting the big factions, not the little ones. Thalandar Doomstar. It's one of the Book of Nagash factions. I don't think he's supposed to, like, have his own mind. Alright. So you keep grabbing treasure. As for the High Elves, they're getting the Sisters of Avalorn, who I think are going to be really powerful, because they look like they're going to be the armor-piercing shooting that the High Elves have needed for an age and a half now. But it looks like they shoot flaming attacks and armor-piercing. So they are. Hey Jacob, how you doing, man? So, I think the High Elves are going to be getting a huge buff in the shooting game. Because that is some shooting. Just those flaming armor-piercing attacks. The Shadow Warriors are probably just going to be... I'm not sure how they're going to do them, but in tabletop, they were fairly good archers who also had fairly good combat attack, close combat, and they were like, you know, they'd run around and just be annoying. So I imagine that's how they're gonna work in this as well. Is they're just gonna run around and be annoying, and have good enough shooting to be able to harass, but it probably won't be armor piercing, I don't think. So the High Elves will probably be the most devastating archery faction in the game now. Like, I don't even think, because right now, if you take a High Elf shooty army, you can beat Wood Elves in a fair fight right now. So giving them flaming armor piercing on top of Shadow Warriors, on top of whatever the hell a Lithanar is going to do. If a Lithanar is anything like he was in Tabletop, a Lithanar was literally just a mobile bolt thrower in Tabletop. Like, he was terrifying. So, I mean, if they hold true to any of that, I think the High Elves are probably going to be the most dominant shooting faction in the game. Honestly, screw the Wood Elves. The Wood Elves are easily the best faction in the game right now, Toga. When it comes to multiplayer, they have the worst campaign, I'll give them that much. They need to get their campaign fixed, but they have the best multiplayer right now. It's super overpowered. So I am not at all going to be upset to see a counter to Wood Elves. Like, if Wood Elves get torn down and suck for a few months, I won't even be sad. Wood Elves are so broken and stupid right now. They need to get put in their place. There needs to be a strong counter faction to them. So, like, if everyone who takes Wood Elves now ends up fighting High Elves, and the High Elves just stomp them every time, don't even care. I didn't see any flying cav, Alec. Was there flying cav? I didn't see any. I didn't think. I might have to go back and watch it. But we have now had it confirmed for us that everything's coming out on the 31st. Obviously, I'll get, hopefully, unless something bad happens. Okay, thank God, we got peace with Malekith. Thank God. Okay, so we don't have to worry about Malekith anymore. Only time we'll have to deal with him is when he finishes the ritual. You saw Pegasus Knights? Dark Pegasus Knights? Oh, Manticore mounts. That's exciting. There is flying cav. That's interesting. I'll have to go back and look at it when I make the video. It might be one of the regiments of renown. Because Dark Elves don't have Dark Pegasi units. The Supreme Sorceress is a cool addition. I do... How do I word this carefully? I do think it might be a little poorly received that it's a DLC and not a free LC. Unless they did something really crazy to make them really different. Hey, how about you be friends with me? Okay, good. I'm tired of all the rogue factions, like, declaring war on me. I will say, I do see where the criticism for this DLC is coming from. I do think, in general, from looking at everything, it might be a bit of an overreaction. Because the DLC seems okay. She should be able to ride a... Oh, the Raven Heralds are Dark Riders mounted on Dark Pegasi? Okay, that's fucking cool. Like, so there's a Regiment of Renown that has a unique mount. That is cool. I like that. That's awesome. Aw, I can already see that in my head. That's going to be really neat. I'm looking forward to seeing what that unit looks like in-game. Hopefully I'll get early access, like I did with the last DLC that came out. Alright, I don't think... do we need a battering ram? I don't think we really need a battering ram. Let's just get siege towers. Oh, well. I can get it for free, so... there we go. We do need to conquer more territory. Because we're doing okay on food stores. Obviously, as I expand, food's going to get worse, but it's not a huge deal because I'm about to reclaim this food with Rexnick here. Well, honestly, I don't think the DLC looks that bad. A lot of people are complaining the new units look too much like reskins. Alright, that's fair. Yeah, okay. I can see the argument there. We'll have to see what their fight animations look like. I will say this. If the DLC comes out and I get my hands on it and get to play it, and all of the new units use the same animations, so like if the Sisters of Slaughter use Witch Elf animations and the Dark Rider or the Doomfire Warlocks use Wild Rider animations, you know, so on and so forth. If it's just animation copy pasta, then I will be the first one to come out and call out CA and say, hey, like, you're charging $8 to basically just sell us reskins. That being said, I'm going to wait until I have the chance to see gameplay. Because, I mean, if the units have unique animations, and, like, I mean, they look really good. So as long as they have unique skeletal animations, and we also saw there is something monstrous coming for the Dark Elves. I don't know why it wasn't included in the initial pack. Maybe, you know, maybe with the leaks, they started to realize that people were getting a little... I don't know, we'll have to see. I will say, 2 new units per faction, with 1 new character per faction, being the Handmaiden and the Supreme Sorceress, does seem a little weak. Yeah, Atticus, we watched it just a minute ago. We're still talking about it. I will reserve judgment. I will reserve judgment until, as I said, I have the opportunity to play it. Because for all I know, it could be amazing. We did hear mention of Death Knight. Did y'all see the Sword of Cain? The Sword of Cain was actually in the trailer. So it might actually be a playable feature now, which would be fucking cool. Like, I don't know how that would be even remotely balanced. Yeah, and a Lithanar is the free LC. So I will say, first impression, I also found it kind of weird that we got the entire trailer from Alariel's perspective, like voice-wise, and not like half and half. I kind of miss the old style of the campaign, or of the thing. Like, I kind of miss when they used to do it where they'd like show them one at a time. Like each faction they'd show one and have like the slow motion shot, the print of like, ooh, who it is. I kind of was sad they didn't do that this time. Atticus, I don't think we can call them reskins until we see them in action. I think that would be jumping the gun a little, as we say. All right, this is actually going to be kind of a hard fight because they have constructs. Then again, my Plague Monks, Sensor Bearer, should actually be able to... So this is what we call thematic army, chat. It's not designed to be good, it's designed to be thematic. We just have a buttload of Plague Monks. And then we've got our Storm Vermin to hold up the back line, who will focus down any particularly annoying targets. And then we've got Skrulk. We've got this dude who is kind of useless because he's not on this big toy yet, but he's getting there. And we got this dude. And we're going to make these guys into a battle line. I think it could have been more Regiments of Renown, but at least they weren't as theme-specific. Yeah, I agree, Undertaker. I much prefer the types of Regiments of Renown we've been seeing in more recent editions. Like the ones with the Tomb Kings and Norse Gun stuff, where they're not theme-specific. They're just, like, famous units. Or, you know, like with the Beastmen and all that jazz. Alright, so let's focus down Tomb Guard. Nah, let's focus down the Archers first. Archers are dangerous to me. I want them out of my life. Take care of it. Alright, well that's raining down hell. Do I think this will surpass King and the Warlord with this unique campaign? I hope so, Geriberto, because... Okay, let me tell you this much, chat. I want you all to listen carefully here. If there is not a awesome, unique campaign mechanic in line with the King and the Warlord for this DLC, then this will be the worst this will be single-handedly the worst Lord pack ever released. Because clearly it's very small on units. Clearly. So there has to be something more amazing going on here. So See, this is the... Okay, this is the, like, single target drain. So let's pop it on the tomb. Actually, you know what? Oh, dang it. I already popped it. Well, they were mentioning... They did mention the Widowmaker, like, literally by name. So they have to be doing something with the Widowmaker. Like, they have to be. Because otherwise, why would they... They even showed unique artwork. Like, in-game artwork. So I think we are getting the Widowmaker. AKA the Sword of Cain. AKA whatever billion one names. Okay, let's get some poison attacks going out here. And then let's lower the toughness on the... Wow, that Necrosphinx is getting torn to shreds. Okay, we lowered its toughness. Let's summon some more Plague Monks around the back here. Alright, Catapults are doing a fantastic job wiping out archers. Good, good, good. These guys are chasing off the Necropolis Knights. Oh, no! Storm Vermin. Oh, okay, maybe not. Clan Rats. This is very rude. Get these Ushapti out of here. Plague Sensor Bearers, fall back and deal with this. Okay, this is going much better than I thought it was going to, for the record. I was a little dubious at first of our faction's ability here. Here, come help me kill this Hyrule Titan. We'll have the Assassin finish off the Tomb Prince. Oh, he's just crumbling apart. This is going very well. Oh, I'm too close to use this. Let's get some more poison. Let's lower the toughness on the Hyrule Titan. And then let's see if I can't get a Pestilent Breath right here. Yeah. Let's bring out some more Clan Rats. And these guys will survive. Get in there. Turn them up. Get the anti-large stone there. Have these guys focus down him. Catapults, let's focus down these little squandering groups. Alright, we're starting to get some collapses. We're doing some good leadership damage. These catapults. Let's focus the Lich Priest over there. Hey, I'm just here to complain and or get hyped about the Queen of the Crown Leap of Faith. Welcome to the stream, brother. Nothrazine, welcome to the stream. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. I think May is going... well, we're already in May. I think... Wait, what the hell? What are those? Necrotects? Get back over here. Shoot them. They're degrading anyway, because they're late to the party. I'm not gonna deal with this crap. Just shoot them. Rally up the rest of my army. Scroll, go deal with this. Here's the thing. I think having a realistic standard for DLC is good. I also think appreciating that we don't know all the details about this DLC is good. Let's not... Here's the thing. I would rather the community say, oh, I'm a little skeptical right now of this DLC, but I'll wait to learn more. Instead of what's been happening, which is everyone saying, this is complete garbage, trash, reskin, blah blah blah, fuck CA, blah blah blah, screw you Grace, blah blah blah. Like, take it easy. If you're watching this stream and you're one of those people, turn it down a notch, man. Like, we know today's the first day we've had any information on this DLC. And so far, what we know, here's what we know for certain. There's 2 new units for each race. There's 1 new character for each race. There's 8 new regiments of renown for each race. There's some kind of monstrous unit coming for the Dark Elves. There's a wizard lord for the Dark Elves, which is pretty exciting. And Elithanar's coming with his own unique unit, apparently, according to what someone said in chat earlier. And we don't know the nature of these DLCs yet. Let's do a level 3 settlement. Like, we don't know what we're dealing with. As far as,
I look safe here.
like, if it's worth the money. Like, we have no idea what we're dealing with. Everyone just needs to take a deep breath and just relax and wait for more details to come out. Wait, what was that? I got some kind of warpstone from all buildings faction-wide. Woo, that's really fucking good. We'll put that on Tretch, so it's safe. Ooh, I see that over here. Yeah, May 31st does also have a lot. Like, we know there's a dwarf campaign fix coming. We know there's a fix for, so we know the dwarf campaign is getting a bunch of stuff. Like, not only are we getting Giant Slayers and Ungrim's moving starting positions, but I also saw that there was a new icon on this little thing here. They had a new icon that could be who knows what. So that's really exciting. Okay, this thing is gonna need walls, and yeah, sir, we'll mine dyes. A level 41 assassin. Hot damn. That's something to be proud of. Let's grab replenished troops. Oh, we didn't lose any units. That's pretty good. We'll capture the Elven Ruins in a moment. I want to secure El Kalabad. Yes, and then of course the Skaven campaign is being fixed. At least hopefully. They're redoing the food system for Skaven, which is very exciting. Let's give you Musk of Fear and Howling Warpgale, Ratsnick. And we're gonna go claim Subatun, but we're gonna ambush stance. So hopefully we can catch this guy off guard. Can you, like, do something to him? Oh, you can wound people? Get rid of the Scar Veteran for me. Maybe you're not as useless as I have been treating you. You think the icon is for crafting? Yeah, that's what I think too, Barty. I think it's rune crafting. Which, I mean, that is... And on top of all that, we're getting Norska, and we're getting all the Regiment's Renown from the Norska release. Like, there is so much just stuff coming in May. That, like, yeah, this DLC might be the weakest of the DLCs, but I don't think it's a panic-worthy occasion, and I really don't think we should be shitting on it before we even know what it does. Like, it could be that it's more like the King and the Warlord, where it was less about the units that were added to the game and more about the really crazy, badass, unique campaigns that were added to the game. At least that's my opinion. Obviously, you're free to disagree with it, but I would, especially after seeing how everyone's already behaving today, I would really encourage everyone to just, like, just be nice. If you have an account on the forums or on Reddit, just be nice. Yeah, Con EO, welcome to the stream, by the way. Charybdis does seem very likely. Because of the mention of rivers and breaking chains. It doesn't seem to fit a Medusa. But, I mean, this is going to be a fantastic month for both single-player and multiplayer Total War campaigns. So, I really hope people don't get too centered on the DLC. Because, like, just don't buy it. If you hate it, just don't buy it. Like, I don't... Well, Misha, we're fine now, but that's fine for speculation. But no, you're good, Con. I just really hope people don't get so I mean, I already know they are. Like I said, I watched Grace's Twitter this morning, and she was like losing her mind. Jackrat, yeah, I can see where you're coming from. I think it's careful not to give them just a free pass.
The Vortex slips from your grasp, my lord. For another is my...
Alright, let's see. The High Elves have enacted their final ritual. Soon they reclaim the Vortex. Failure of the great scheme is imminent. The Lords of Clay will blame you. You have to thwart the elf things before it's too late, or at least until another candidate can be found to blame. You must immediately muster on the cursed shores of the island that anchors the Vortex, make temporary alliances with your most bitter of enemies. Excuse me. And stop the elf things from claiming the Vortex. Alright. We need to send, we need to send Tretch, then. Alright, Tretch, I got a job for you.
chieftain of the Deep Warren.
Go deal with these elf things. Alright, I wanted to get the new equipment. Alright, so it's Tyrion and Teclis, but we have some very small allies. We're gonna need some rats. I think 5 ought to do it. Tyrion's got all his joyous stuff and he's level 41. Teclis is level 41. It looks like he has all his junk too. Yep, he's got the sword, the scroll. Yeah, he's got all his stuff. Alright, so if we lose this battle, we lose the campaign. So we're going in. Yeah. It's the Total War community. You think it'll be anything but toxic? I mean, no. I know the Total War community is not great. There are 5 monsters in this army. Ugh. And 3... There's 1 of each dragon and 1 of each phoenix. Ugh, I just don't even want to deal with that. The allies in this fight are totally useless. Well, they should be. I mean, this should be a hard fight. Like, I let the High Elves get way ahead of the Vortex. I should be punished for it. It should at least be difficult. But this army is pretty badass, so I'm pretty sure... I think we got them. Unless they really surprise me. Do we get a speech? Or does it just go right in? Nope, just goes right in. Alright, so the elf things, the knife ears, as the greenskins would call them, think they've got the upper hand on us, but they are incorrect. It is in fact we who have the upper hand. We're going to beat them to bloody pulp. For daring to test us. Yes, yes. Here, why don't y'all scoot down a bit more? You go here. You guys go in the center. Alright. Storm Vermin. Y'all are going with Tretch as one big group. Shooty units, do not flee. Turn on guard stance. Y'all will run with the Warlock Engineer. Other way around, please. Monsters, y'all run together. Doomwheel, you got your own thing. War Machines, y'all are together. Assassin, I'll have a job for you when the time arises. Begin! Alright, and essentially, we're kind of going to wait for our allies to engage and take the initial beating for us and try, hopefully lure the enemy out. That's our real goal, is to have the enemy lured out by the allies. We're Skaven, we're going to use them. Is it possible there will be a second Elf DLC pack later on? Maybe. Maybe, Atticus. We have to hit the fast forward button because you have to wait for like everybody to come out, which is super annoying. And plus, Teclis's army is running to join Tyrion here. I just need them to come into Warp Lightning range. But he got another set of dragons. Jesus Christ. 2 moon dragons. No. Okay, it's 2 sun dragons, a moon dragon, and a star dragon. That won't be hard to deal with at all. The Jabberlife was never deconfirmed, so to speak. It was just said, like, at the time it was too expensive of a foray. But I think there's hope that we might get Beastman stuff later, based on the fact that we're getting new dwarf stuff. Alright, let's move up just a bit. See if we can get in range to start shooting. While the AI runs around in circles like a bunch of dummies. Is there any hope that we will get a new Norskin legendary lore, that we are getting a Lithanar? I don't think so, Gariberto. I think if they were going to give us a new free Norskin lord, they would have announced it already. I honestly think. I could summon a clan rat unit just to like hopefully trick the AI into like doing something. So let's do that. Let's just sacrifice a unit here and see if it gets the AI to start like doing stuff. By all means, drop. Oh my. Oh my. Wow, he really didn't like that unit. I think they got him. That unit got deleted. Woo. So are you gonna advance, or are you just gonna sit there? Because it looks like you're just gonna sit there, and I'm not. Oh wow, that was. I mean, honestly, as long as I get them to burn Dragon Breath, I'm not too upset. We're close enough to being in range, and they're moving around at the moment. Let's move up a tiny bit more and angle better. Oh, now are you going? I just want to keep those. I just want to keep these bolt throwers busy. Alright. Just about in range. The AI seems to be considering moving forward. Alright, chop chop. Let's put a little hustle in our step, please. Alright, we are in range with the Warp Lightning Cannon. Of something. Oh, those. I don't want to shoot those. Alright, Warp Lightning Cannon. You have my permission to move up on the Star Dragon. You move up on the Phoenix Guard. If they're not going to move, we will force them. Move to engage. And these bolt throwers are ready to fire, so let's go ahead and interrupt them again. That is going to hurt so bad. And deleted. Gosh. Hopefully they fix some of these AI bugs. That's what I'm really hoping for. They haven't made any real announcements about it, but there are some really annoying bugs that could use with some fixing. Well, the AI is engaging, and I don't intend to just sit around waiting. So let's get moving. Range stuff, why don't you go back them up? Monsters, y'all just go where you're needed. And Doomwheel, get ready to ride. I want you to take the long way around. Shoot the dragon. And I'll just shoot this giant blob here. Just shoot it. It's not that hard. Please die. Beautiful. Beautiful. Yeah, pass. Alright, the fighting has begun in earnest. This pleases me. Storm Vermin. Let's condense shape a bit here. Ranged units, you have my permission to fire. Monsters, you'll know when. Whew, we are getting some... Oof, that was rude. Forwards! The moment those dragons land, you tear them limb from limb. You hear me? Someone like to explain why there are dragon princes among my ranged... Oh my gosh. I don't have the time or the patience for this. Have a cracked skull. That'll do it. Why not a doom rocket? Engage. What are you shooting at? Shoot the range stuff. Doom wheel, fall back. Let's buff these bleak swords, shall we? Forward! Help it! Kill this thing. Rather, fall back. What are those bolt throwers? Cut them off. Change of plan. Focus down that Phoenix Guard horde. I want that Star Dragon dead. What are you doing? Yeah, there, you dingus. Give them a parting gift on your way out, will you? Good lad. Fall back.
Protect me! SSS! Back on the ground!
Techless. I was wondering where you were. This is going not super great. Not terrible, not super great. Is that Tyrion? Ugh.
We're lucky helmet hats! Alright, alright! Drag Skaven tail! Stone rabbit! Die! Back on the ground!
Kill the birds! Where's my doom wheel? It's dead. Of course it's dead. Why wouldn't it be? Kill Techless. You, go kill Tyrion. Make yourself useful. What are you idiots doing? Kill the bird! Idiots. I need to kill the lords. That damn Phoenix still isn't dead? Ugh. I'm out of lightning. Great. Where are my armies? Oh, you have to be kidding me. Are we about to lose? Yep. We just lost. Huh. I think we may have overexpanded our little empire. Well, I know why we lost that fight. I trusted my allies to hold the line for my ranged units, and they just died instead. No, I can beat this. Don't worry, we have this magical super secret ability called save scumming, and we're totally gonna use it. But for the natural campaign, we lost. I'm kind of curious what happens. Oh, it doesn't even... And you can't... Okay, you can't even, like, get a cool little chat thing. Won't even let me see what the game over thing is. The lore of saves. That is the most OP lore. Hey, Javanzi Whiskey. Bear Brew, how you doing, man? Yeah, we watched it. Alariel versus Ariel, what about them? They're very similar characters. Oh, excuse me. Alright, so we're going to end our turn.
Where's my phone racket?
Who's best girl? I would go with Alariel over Ariel. Ariel did some really messed up stuff. Who's a better fighter? Ariel. Alright, so this time I'm not going to take the High Elves. I took them a little under seriously. I just sort of charged forward without thinking. We're going to do the right thing this time. I'll play defensively. That would be the wise way to do battle. How are we doing today, chat? How are y'all? I like to know how y'all are doing. Sorry for the save scum. I underestimated the High Elves forces there. Hey, Dark Angel Cat. Welcome to the stream, brother. Alright, let's try this one more time. And if we lose this time, we lost fair and square, we just fucked up. And we have to play a different campaign. That's the way we're going to play it. So if we lose here, it's really it. We lost fair and square. The only reason I'm save scumming this time is because, well, you have to be in this stance. Is because, I goofed. And I just sort of ran forward and let myself get killed. We're gonna need 4 of these. I'll show y'all what happens when I'm actually really trying. Also, forgive me, I've been up all night. Who's the most OP race in tabletop? Demons of Chaos. Demons of Chaos were easily the most overpowered. Warriors of Chaos could be pretty strong, but I think Demons had it hands down. Ifrit, welcome, man. SFO2 and Mixu's campaign, if I lose, sure, we might try something wacky like that. Alright, so this time we're playing for keeps. If we lose this, we lost, fair and square. I won't save scum it twice. But we're actually gonna fight smart this time and not like a raging dipshit. If you just run forward into the enemy, then bad things tend to happen. Alright. We're gonna go ahead and enter while I get finished getting organized, because it's gonna take a while for all my allies to show up, and although they're not particularly helpful, they do serve a purpose. Oh, look at them being all weird. Alright, we are going to move up the Warp Lightning Cannon. Ooh, good hit! That got a thumbs up from Sotek. Alright, we're basically just going to let our war machines get into range and just start firing. While the AI's running around like a bunch of chickens with their head cut off. But we're not going to engage. We'll let them come to us. We've got superior range by a landslide. Alright, focus down the Phoenix Guard. We have magical damage. Let's negate that, that physical resist of theirs a bit. Alright, the enemy have started counter battery fire. That's fine. We'll shut them offline here for just a few seconds. Because the AI is going to instantly respond to this. Well, this is already going much more interesting than last game. You guys have permission to go ahead and engage there. I want you guys on this side. I want you guys on this side. Who is this? That's Techless. Assassin, go get him. He's already fallen back. Spears, fall back into formation. Warp Lightning Cannon, please move back to a reasonable position. What are we doing back here? We're doing okay. Incoming. Close around him. Assassin. Debuff. Make sure he's torn apart. Let's throw down a buff here. Rat Ogres engage. Hell Pit, Rat Ogres, prepare to engage on this flank. Spear Rats, in we go. Globadiers. Focus down that dragon, please. Plate Claw Catapults. Take out those ranged units. That is a direct order. The dragons have landed. I repeat, the dragons have landed. Warp Lightning Cannon. Take it out. Fall back. Change target. Sandwich me that wizard. Warlock Engineer, where are you? Pull out of that fight, I don't need you in there. Give me a Doom Rocket over into those guys. Thump. Good enough. Give me a Crack's Call into these Swordmasters. Go engage Tyrion. Take Tretch with you. Infantry to the other flank. Monsters, it's go time. Doomwheel, you're up. Pop all your buffs. Debuff Tyrion. Do what you gotta do. I want that dragon dead. Get that hell pit over there. Rat ogres, go with them. Storm vermin, engage the enemy. Tretch. Let's get some leadership for our brave lads. Let's move. Or lightning cannon. Focus down those dragon princes. Stay on Tyrion until he's dead. Doomwheel, I have a job for you. I want you to swing around the back here and teach these boys a lesson. Tretch. Find your way to Tyrion and kill him. Anti-large buff. Shut down those bolt throwers. Doomwheel, pursue the rest of us into the next group. Where is my warlock engineer? Is he dead? He's either dead or shattered. Wonderful. Good job. Get to work. Cut them off. I still got a phoenix to deal with. Where's Tyrion? Fighting for his life. I'd very much like to know where my wizard is. Get on Teclis. I want Teclis dead. You're out of explosives? Fucking great. And Tyrion got his Heart of Avalorn proc. That is not bueno. What is this? A rat ogre? My Doom Wheel is getting absolutely shafted. Damn it, I needed my magic. Shoot Tyrion. Please kill Teclis. Somebody kill Teclis. Storm vermin, get back into the violence. Kill him. Oh, Christ almighty. Kill the lords. You have to be kidding me. Wow, we actually lost. We just couldn't get through that elite army. We were not able to grind our way through them. Too many monsters and too many high tier units. Those dragon princes just yeah, the sword masters. Oh man, they just spanked us. This would probably be a lot easier without the dodge artillery bug as well. All right, guys, that's game over. That is game over. We have lost. We'll have to try Skaven again once the DLC comes out. But we were cast down. That is the end of this. That is the end of the Tretch campaign. All right. All right, chat. Here are your options. Here are your options. Option A. Excuse me. Option A. We can go into a new campaign and maybe try out some random shit. Option 2. We could jump back into the Tretch campaign and just bullshit it to victory and get it working again. Option 3, we could go do quick battles. And option 4 is we could just start a new Vortex campaign with a different race. I don't want to do Lizardmen. Well, actually, hold on. I have to think. Alright, here's what it's going to be. You can vote A for us going back into the Tretch campaign, just trying to fix it. You can vote B for starting a brand new campaign, potentially with more votes. Or with more mods. Or option C, we do quick battles. Those are your options. A, B, or C. Or you can pull a leap of faith and vote 5 and just do whatever I want. Yeah, I mean, that's the real reason I was doing it. For any of those curious, is that on the movie viewer, I have unlocked every campaign movie except for the Skaven. The Skaven are the only ones I'm missing, but I've even unlocked all the Tomb King ones, except this one. Which one is this? Grand Alliance, the Wrath of Archon. Oh, this is Cetra's. We could do a Cetra campaign. I'm missing Cetra the Imperishable's ending campaign. I'm seeing a lot of B, which was something fresh, I believe. We could do Cetra the Imperishable. I do not have a Cetra campaign finished. Alright, Vargas C, man. Also, hello, Jeremiah. I don't know who you are. Rue. Ryan Walters. Napoleon. Rick Wolf. How does Cetra sound? We could do Cetra.
We must preserve.
I have not beaten the campaign with him. Y'all want to do Cetra? What difficulty should we do? The Skaven was a fun attempt, but when we confederated with all the other empires, we pretty much borked ourselves. We're not doing a Mortal Empires campaign. Napoleon. We're not doing Mortal Empires with the huge stuff coming on the 31st. After the 31st, I'm totally down for Mortal Empires. But until then, no. Okay, I'm getting mixed reactions about Cetra. All right, okay, let's do this. Do you want to see Cetra? Yes or no? Just yes or no. And if I see more no votes, then we'll do something different. Yes, yes. No, yes, yes, no. No. No free legendary lord for Lizardman coming just yet. I think Elithanar has been confirmed as the free LC lord. Alright, I'm seeing more yeses than nos. It's not exactly one-sided, though. Alright. And here, to spice life up a little bit, we are going to do very hard difficulty. Just to prove that I'm not shit at this game after that horrible Tretch ordeal. So let's, oh no, Jeremiah, I was just saying hello. Let's do very hard. Let's do it.
The sands of time ravage all. Mortals, monuments, Even civilizations cannot stand against it. Their remnants lost.
Actually, chat, you know what? You know what? Here's what we're going to do. Here's what we're going to do instead. We will start Cetra tomorrow. Because I just realized that to do Cetra justice, I need to clean up all of the... I need to clean up... Like, I'd have to change the name of the live stream. I've got to change a bunch of shit. So we're going to start Cetra tomorrow morning. This is what we're going to do. So instead, we need to do something a little low-key that we're not going to continue. So that means we could... I'm really tempted to either just fix the Tretch campaign, just to get those stupid movies, or we could just do multiplayer. Wait, let's just do multiplayer. Let me go turn my mods off. I'm just going to turn my mods off. Do more time? Oh, man. That'd be a little out of left field, I think. Because we don't want to do the whole ordeal of starting a new campaign, and then I would have to do a bunch of shit. We'll start Cetra tomorrow. I'm gonna play through a Skaven campaign on my personal time. just bowl my way through it. Just to unlock the movies, but we'll do Cetra for the morning streams until the 31st, or until I get early access, assuming I do, which hopefully I do. But we do have a tournament on Saturday that we can practice for, even though I'm tired. Dude, I don't know who you are. You're telling me, man. You're telling me. Yeah, the Leap of Faith, they did screw up the free LC schedule again. Like, the original one was correct, apparently, and the current one we have is wrong. 'Cause the current one said we were supposed to get a Lizardman character. Cetra with SFO? Maybe. Tell you what, Ryu, tell you what I'll do. I will put up a vote on the channel tonight for tomorrow's campaign about what mods people want on it. And I'll just list some of the, like, really big mods. It'll probably just be, like, SFO, and that'll be it. Unless y'all have, like, other ones that you know that are really big. Alright, let's do some quick battles. Feel free to try and stream Snipe Mate. I am going to be playing for keeps, because I do need to practice for Saturday. And I am intending to stream until noon, at least. And then I'm probably gonna, if I feel awake and okay, I might just get lunch and then come back for a Vermintide. But if not, I'll go to bed and y'all will see me later. Well, as soon as the stream ends, I'm actually gonna record my Queen of the Crown because everyone else is gonna have already done it, and that's gonna be me missing out on views if I don't do that, because those videos tend to do really well. And I think for tomorrow evening, we'll do a one of the lore in 10 videos. You know, that new series I started where I do, like, lore in 10 minutes. And we'll probably do lore in 10 for Hellebrand and Alariel. Though, do y'all think it'd be better to do them together and have 5 minutes per group? Or do you think it should be 10 minutes for Alariel and, like, explaining Avalorn and everything, and then 10 minutes for Hellebrand explaining all their stuff? Oh, and Mixu's Legendary Lord Pack. You have to use Mixu's Legendary Lord and LH? What is LH? Alright, we're up against nobody. He didn't have a name. Legendary Heroes. Okay. So, Legendary Heroes mod, a Legendary Lord mod, And something else. Return of Reckoning. Is Return of Reckoning dead? I thought he was doing okay. Man in the Desert. Alright, we're up against Zedekus, and we're going to be practicing our Lizardmen. Let's see what he picks. Hey there. I've had some pretty interesting Lizardman builds as of late. He's going Skaven. Alright, so against Skaven, we want a High Magic Slon who has Chain Lightning, Curse, Harmonic Convergence, and Wind Blast. We're actually going to go ahead and drop Harmonic Convergence. Then I want a Scarvet on a Carnosaur to deal with a Plague Furnace, if there is one. We want a Skink Chief in the air. Then we want 1 unit of Temple Guard. Probably 3 units of Cohorts. 4 units of Javelins. Against Skaven, Horned Ones? No. We want to take it easy on the dinosaurs. Oh wait, no, we're up against Skaven, so we want to go hard on the dinosaurs because we can out-trade them. So we're gonna go with we're gonna go with 2 Stegodons with Bolt Throwers. Maybe a Rev Crystal? Nah, we need a stronger front line. If I could get another Saurus unit, I'd be super happy. So Saurus, and then I'm actually going to trade out 2 of these guys for Skirmishers. Croxigors aren't really that great against Skaven. They get chewed up too much by the shooting. If I post, yeah, if y'all want me to use mods, post it on the Discord in the, hold on. Let me see what channel would be best. Post it in the Ideas for SoTech channel. So if you want me to use mods for the next campaign, go to the Ideas for SoTech text channel and post them there. I'm 1 gold short of what I want. Okay. How much does it cost to upgrade you? 18. Yeah, that's not gonna work. Okay. Okay, with you on a Stegodon, Slippery is too expensive. Of course it is. 60. I guess we could. 21. I really don't like having like large sums of gold left over. So let's do this. Let's upgrade both of those guys for higher missile damage. Alright, this map does have some water on it, which our skink units can take advantage of, but our goal is basically to outshoot his artillery and then force him to come to me. Because against Skaven, you can out-trade using Stegodons with giant bows. Fun fact. Actually, I probably should have run a High Slon for the reload spell. Hand of Glory, but too late. A lot of mixed feeling about the new DLC. Yeah. Everyone feel free to talk about the DLC here. I am, especially since we're doing multiplayer, I am all y'all's. We did watch it. How many times did the Lizardmen ally themselves with another race? Not a lot of times. Pretty infrequently. I don't know who you are. That would be a lot of graphical work for a single faction. You can't activate your old blood batch SoTech. If you're talking about with Discord, talk to me after the stream. I will go over it emphatically with you after the stream if you would like. Alright, we do want our Stegodons to be on the open ground, especially in the swamp water, because they won't take penalties from it, but the Skaven will. Carnosaur, we're gonna hide in the trees, back in the trees, so that he can't get shot very easily. Slon will hide where he cannot get shot. And then our infantry is gonna hide here as well. We'll hide these skinks more over here. Alright. How many Skaven does he have? He has twice as many guys as we have, but that's pretty high chance still for a set of Warp Lightning Cannons. And we should be able to out-trade him. Hopefully he deploys somewhere in this ballpark so the trees don't get in his own way. What's wrong with the DLC? Black Phillip, there's nothing wrong with it. I think the thing is that we haven't seen the full DLC yet, and a lot of people are panicking and saying it's going to be the worst thing ever. Does he have any regular shooting units? He does. He has a couple. Let's go ahead and do some early harass with our clan rats here. And bring these skinks around. My army is actually stronger than his army, I think. So let's go ahead. Oh, maybe. Can we get some early damage in on this Plague Priest? That would be fantastic. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and pop Cold-Blooded on myself. And we should be trading okay with this thing. I hope. Not like that. We may have to engage. These things used to be fairly accurate. Let's go ahead and start moving in. Like, they're doing damage, but they're not doing nearly as much damage as they're supposed to be. This used to be a foolproof trade, but now it's looking a little sketch. Let's give him something else to worry about then. How long is this till wearing off? Pretty close. So we're gonna go ahead and pop another Cold-Blooded on him. And I actually am gonna pop a Shield of the Old Ones here, because it's gonna lessen the damage these things do. Okay, one of them's down. Honestly, if my Stegodons want to sit in the back and just take shit down, and we're using ammunition here, which I'm totally okay with. What do we got here? Clan rants. We do want the Slawn to go ahead and pop into this forest. Oof, we don't want to give him easy shots. Alright, we are diverting him a little bit. We're going to keep these guys sort of in reserve for right now. We're just going to have the Skinks keep up the harass game. I don't even know if he's noticed this unit yet. Honestly, if we get him to waste all of his ammunition on the Skinks, I will not be upset. Hopefully we can take out another one of these Warp Lightning Cannons. Okay, the Slawn's almost made it to the forest. Once he's in, he'll be okay. Okay, there's another Warp Lightning Cannon down. There's only one left. Okay, he's starting to get a little aggressive. We're going to pull him into the swamp water, where my guys will have a big damage advantage. And we're going to bring the Carnosaur around this way. I mean, if he wants to engage us in the water, I'm totally okay with that. Because we will get the aquatic bonus, which does make a big difference. Okay, great. So we've already destroyed one of them, so now we just gotta take out the other one. We're gonna move these guys up to right here and hold our fire. They're doing a good job. This is a very atrocious way of fighting Skaven. But when they're boxed up like this, it's a really it pays off to fight them very carefully, especially if we can get them to waste all of their ammo on not large targets. He's really tempted to not let that thing. See, we're getting easy kills over here. King Chief's taking a little bit of a beating. I am going to go ahead and cycle around and throw another Cold-Blooded on him. Yep. Alright, we've already destroyed another one, so there's only two more still standing. Getting a little low on the ammo department. But he's almost run out of ammo with a lot of his stuff. Alright, we're just going to have our Skinks hold their fire, chase this shit off. Just going to keep the Crocscore close by. We're going to put some poison into the plague thing here. Boom! Down goes another one. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Alright, it's time to send in these bros. And see, the skinks did a fantastic job cleaning this up. Okay, you're out of ammo, so let's get... Okay, so we're out of ammo. That's okay. So it's time to begin the next phase. Alright, let's bring in Toad Daddy. Let's see how well he's paying attention on his plague furnace. Probably not enough. Alright, we're gonna bring in these guys, and we're just gonna hurtle shit at the backs of these clan rats. Alright, we're gonna throw down a Curse of the Midnight Wind on the Storm Vermin. We're gonna send in the Steggies. Let's get a nice Wind Blast. Actually, these are both clan rats, right? Yep, so just a regular Wind Blast ought to do it. Clear out these rats. Beautiful. Alright, the Plague Furnace is getting the crap kicked out of it, as it should. Is that Queek? Oh, it is Queek. Alright, so we want to actually fall back here. Alright, let's throw down a Blood Statuette here. Sorcerer pushing through. Good job. Temple Guarder pushing through. Good job. We're going to fall him back a bit. Kind of wrap around. Get back on this plague thing. Okay, he's got a nice big surround coming here, so we're going to throw down a Chain Lightning. I'm going to avoid it. And then I'm going to throw down a Banishment here. And I'm going to protect my own dudes with some magic. Beautiful. Turn on this aura. We're going to throw a wind over here into this big mess of cheap infantry. Get him to try and focus down this thing. Get the skinks rallied and back up to these guys. Bring in the Temple Guard. Alright, we got this, no problem. He lost a lot of resources trying to deal with the Stegodons. Alright, Plague Furnace is down. Warlock Engineer is getting turned into a pincushion. We'll just throw down some damage spells where we need it. All the Warp Lightning Cannons have already been dismantled. Yeah, kill Queek. Let's just run down these various annoying units. We do have some rats coming around the back, so I need to move the Toad Man a bit. Alright, there is a big Skaven gathering building up over here. That's okay, though. That's what the Stegodons... Is this thing still firing? Let's take that offline. Alright, so he's all swarming back in here, just in time for a nice Wind Blast. And we're going to float in on these Plague Monk Censer Bearers, because we can do quite a bit of damage to them. Because we do magic damage. And these dudes are just going to keep shooting, and we're going to go ahead and bring in the Stegodon over here. Alright, we broke that group. Broke that group. Melee, go after that group. Easy victory. Pretty typical Skaven army. It was a little too blocky for its own good, I think. Let's throw this down on the Clan Rats and Spears. Make sure they go away. Drop that. We'll drop a... I guess we won't drop Banishment. I'm just going to float away. Bring in the Stegodon and do a Queek. As well as everyone else. I'm just going to float away. Pop the leadership debuff, which will cause Queek to break, which is going to just probably shatter the rest of his army. Bring Temple Guard over to block this. And let's go. GG. Behave in the chat. What's going on in chat? What are y'all doing in here? Eric, we lost. We lost terribly. Alright. Overall, everything went great. Stegodons did exactly what they were supposed to do. They absolutely annihilated the Warp Lightning Cannons. Once they were taken offline, it was really easy for the Slon and the Saurus to get close and just clean everything up. Nippon. Fun fact, I don't know if it's a fact, but fun theory is that the Warhammer Fantasy 4th edition is coming out. The Warhammer Fantasy 4th edition is supposedly going to be covering the Far East of the Warhammer world. So we're actually going to get a lot of lore about those factions. Let's see, another faction I want to practice. He's taking dwarves. I want to practice. Let's practice vampire counts against dwarves. So if I can get my main man Kimmler here, we will keep Wind of Death because you never know. Actually, you know what? Against dwarves, yeah, let's keep it. If he blocks up, I can just swipe him. Dwarves do not have the most magical damage unless he takes Thoric, but they're also kind of immune to magic. Let's take a little battery dude, since I don't have the ability to regenerate magic. We'll stick him on a pony. Actually, we'll keep him on foot. And then we need some zombies to plug things up. We want 2 units of Crypt Ghouls for some sweet poison. And then we need 2 units of great weapons. Barracks Reavers can cut into the back line pretty good. Fellbats would be nice. I need a corpse card. I need the Claw and a Gash. Ah, I really want a Vargulf. Vargulfs are really good against dwarves. Where can I cut? I can cut the Reavers. Get this instead. We can just go for more bats. We could get dire wolves. I really want a unit of heavy cav though. Oh, the decisions. The decisions. Are Nurgle armies in fantasy as popular as the Death Guard in 40k? Yeah, Ifrit. Nurgle's pretty common in all cycles of life, so to speak. Let's drop one of these. And get, I guess get another great weapon variant. It's a lot of armor piercing. I mean, the Crypt Ghouls do give us some mobility, plus the Fellbats. We could grab another cart or another zombie unit. I'm half tempted just to level up the Vargulf a whole bunch. Because he gets pretty spooky. He gets pretty durable if he's leveled up all the way, but he's just going to get focused down by shooting, so I'm not too worried about him. Let's just level up the Graveguard. There we go. And do I have 16 points for some zombies? Yeah, I do. Alright, and what map are we fighting on? Troll Country? Oh, wow, this is a good map for dwarves, but this is also a good map for a Horde army, so let's do it. Any other info on the 4th edition Fantasy RPG other than it pre-orders next month? So our goal is to make enough money off YouTube, donations, and Patreon to hopefully pick it up, both online and physical copies. So if y'all want to see it, consider that donate button, because all proceeds go to things that glow on the channel. So just keep that in mind. Chagrin, yeah, I was really sad not to see the White Lions. I honestly thought they were a shoo-in. I was pretty disappointed not to see them. But the Dark Elves are supposedly getting something later than release, so I'm hoping that maybe it'll be the same for the High Elves. Maybe they'll give us some White Lions after release. I might actually email a contact about that. See if maybe they've got their, because I think one more unit per faction would honestly be perfect. I mean, if we could get 3 new units per faction, that would be great. Though I do feel like I'd be pushing the price point, because the price point they're offering is pretty fucking cheap, honestly. And I feel like might be overextending to be asking for more than we're getting, honestly. For, you know, $8. When you get 4th stuff, it's gonna be in June for the online copies, and it's gonna be July for the physical copies. And you can bet your butt we're gonna pick up both if I can afford it. So consider sponsoring the YouTube channel or donating. Also, fun fact, did you know that you could go to the link right there in the description, the fanatical.com/reference elsotec, and you could actually pick up video games for discounted prices and help support the channel at the same time? You'll save some money, I'll make some money, it's great. Alright, we're just going to be one big fat army. I'm just going to be fat and haggard. Alright, let's see what we're up against here. Alright, he's got a nice box. I do see some war machines. What is it? It's a cannon, so we need to take that sucker offline, like, ASAP. And those are Iron Drakes. Interesting choice. Not a bad choice, but an interesting choice. And he has already started firing at Kimmler? Couldn't tell what he was firing at. Who's his lord? It's Thorgrim. Wow, I'm really glad it didn't bring that Banshee. Alright, we're going to pull the bats back. Okay, we're going to go ahead and send in one of the bats. He doesn't have any slayers, though. Interesting. So we're going to keep one bat in reserve. This one's going to go ahead and dive in on the cannon and just be a nuisance. Just to stop it from firing for a bit. So they're just going to go be annoying. And get instantly deleted by Iron Drakes. Isn't that interesting? But even if they stop it from shooting for just like a couple seconds, that's plenty of time in my boat. All right, let's get that corpse guard on its way in. Crypt ghouls, we're gonna run around the flank. We're gonna bring the Vargulf to the opposite side of the Iron Drakes. Let's go ahead and bring in the other Fellbats to deal with the Iron Drakes. Alright, he's going to delete the zombie unit before they get there, but that's what zombies are for, is just to eat damage. Alright, we're going to bring in the Cryptors. Alright, we're going to bring these bats over, and we're just going to dive right on top of them. Ooh, the Vargulf is taking a little bit of a beating, so let's fall him back. Alright, Kimmler. Let's get into the mix. Alright, so first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cast an Overcast Wind of Death. God damn it. Overcast Wind of Death right there. See if he moves out of the way. That costs 30 winds of magic. Or just all the magic I had at least. He does not move. And his army is basically gone. Cool beans. Well, that'll make my job a lot easier. Let's fight. And we're going to summon Krell to deal with Thorgrim. We don't really want the Sternsmen fighting him. Go get him, Krell. This thing's just going to sit here and drain. Krell's up, so he'll go chase down him. I'm going to pop this. I'm going to stay in combat so I can continue the heals. We're going to throw down a big AoE heal so that we get Krell in it. We're going to send in the Vargulf around. Let's actually send him into this big pocket over here. Ghouls are doing an excellent job just tearing stuff up. So are the... yeah, make sure they run off the field. You guys come help with him. What are these? Zombies? I don't really need y'all here. Zombies, go help with the Iron Drakes. Just keep them busy. We're going to run this thing over to here to help do some drain. We're going to send some corpse card in here. Yeah, that wind of death sure wrapped things up pretty quick. Let's go ahead and... my opponent left. Always got to bring Slayers. And here's the thing. Here's the thing. If you're going to play Dwarves, don't stand in a line. Don't stand in a line. Because otherwise, your opponent will Wind of Death you, and you will die. Man, they got just absolutely spanked. 120 kills on Kimmler from a single spell. That is just... death incarnate, my friends. Zedekis, we fought him earlier today. He's the Skaven player. Alright, let's try something different. Because I want to try different armies. Let's try the Warriors of Chaos against Skaven. Warriors of Chaos against Skaven. Alright, so Sarthoriel's pretty good. Because the Warp Lightning Cannons will not hurt him very badly. We could run Archaon on foot. Archaon's a pretty tough cookie. So they've actually... Here, I'm going to try something Turin's talked about. Turin's talked about running Archaon, but without any of his magic. Like, just run him as a foot... just as a combat lord. And then taking an actual, like, wizard. So for a wizard, I think against Skaven, I would like Shadow. So I can get Pendulum and the Withering. Actually, no, I think we want Feebling Foe rather than the Wibbling. We'll keep that. Step the Damned. And then against Skaven, we could use 1 unit of Aspiring Champions for magical damage. We could use probably 2 units of Forsaken. 1 unit of Chosen ought to be enough to really mess with them. We want a unit of Cold One Knights. A unit of Chariots wouldn't hurt. Probably 2 units of Poison Warhounds. We probably need a Shaggoth just to deal with the... Actually, let's run a unit of Dragon Ogres to deal with the Plague Furnace. You know what? I feel like an actual Shaggoth would be better. We just have to keep him in reserve until we've cut off the back stuff. And then... Oh, can I not get more dudes than this? I don't have enough armor piercing. Maybe if I run you on foot, it'd be a little better. Because I really need some AP. Let's drop the Chosen, actually. And let's get Marauders. And then let's get Chaos Warriors with great weapons. Alright, then let's upgrade these guys. There we go. It's not perfect, but it's something different. I'm just trying different kind of interesting things. Jackrat, the only reason I brought Archaon on foot instead of Sigvald is because I wanted the splash attacks. I wanted the splash attacks and I wanted the helmet. You're right though, Sigvald probably would have been a better choice. Alright, so I think, honestly, I probably should have just dropped the Knights. Like, they're going to be useful, but that's assuming I can get them over there before they get absolutely destroyed. The good news is, though, if he has Clan Rats, Chaos Knights can literally just plow right through them. We do have an army that is going to be a little bit more reliant on moving quickly. We'll put you down there. Send y'all with them. Send y'all with him. We've got these guys as an additional leadership group. We've got some chariots we're going to run this way. We've got some warriors we're going to put in the back. Archaon. Let's get y'all in an actual center instead of just standing around like a bunch of dummies. Alright, so we're going to have this as a group. Forsaken will run ahead. Shadow Dude will run ahead. Y'all are a group. Y'all are a group. You're a group. And we're just going to try and kind of smash our way through them. So let's do this. Forsaken. Y'all go focus down the flanks. Let's send that chariot in. Send these guys around. Send these guys around. And the shooting has begun. Hopefully he finds a better target. Shooting infantry with warp lightning is not the best. This guy literally just takes the same formation. Though he did double up on the he took double plague furnace. Ooh, that's ballsy. Alright, so he is putting shots into the knights. We do need to silence that thing as quickly as possible. We're gonna be able to just plow through some of this shit. Let's have the Forsaken kind of cut through these groups here. Bring you guys around. I'm not sure why I brought knights, honestly. It's much better to just go infantry heavy against Skaven, because they can't match your infantry. Alright, let's fall in on this thing here. We're gonna run forward. He did bring Plague Monks, so these magical attacks will help a lot. I'm actually gonna run my Sorcerer forward and see if he's paying attention, because if he's not, I will be able to just delete these guys with a Penundral Pendulum. Alright, that did it. Alright, we're gonna send the Great Weapons forward to help us take out these War Machines. We're gonna throw down some Melkoths over here. Stab of the Damned. Feebling Foe on Queek. Have Archaon focus on Queek. We'll pop everything. Up. Let's get into them. Bring my knights back. We do need to shut down these warp lightning cannons. Chariots I let get stuck. Bring you guys back around. Go into this. Bring you guys around into this. Yeah, see, Archaon is doing pretty... He's doing okay. It's pretty even so far. Shadow Sorcerer doesn't have any magic. Let's get him out of here. We do need to try and shut down the shooting. Bring the catapults around. Knights are coming in. We can shut down all the shooting. That would be fantastic. Archaon is not doing well in this fight, so I need to get him out of there. Let's get the Chosen, or the Chaos Warriors on him. Let's pop Enfeebling Foe. Send Archaon back in. Let's shut down all these shooting weapons. We're just gonna have the chariots just smash through stuff. I mean, the good news is the Forsaken are absolutely tearing through most of this stuff. Alright, Queek's taking a bunch of damage. Let's kind of move Archaon out. Let's bring these guys in here. Chariots are just going to continue chasing there. I want you guys here. Shaggoth, I want your help against this. Archaon's being chased. We're going to turn around and kind of have him fight a bit. Bring in the Shaggoth, start wailing on stuff. Good job. We're just going to have various groups kind of get rid of units one unit at a time. Dropping Enfeebling Foe on Queek. Archaon's not exactly in an ideal fight, but I think I can get him out of there. Pop Staff the Damned. Hop in here. Okay, hopefully the Chaos Knights will shatter that unit in a moment. I need y'all back here. Drop the milk costs on those plague sensor bearers. Do this. Alright, that's not that. I need y'all to help me break this. I need my chariots over here. And you know what? Do get rid of them. Here, you go deal with them. Y'all come around this way and help me get rid of this giant pack. We got hounds, we got all sorts of stuff just lying all over the place. I need to get Archaon out of there. But he noticed. Hopefully he just launches Archaon here in a second. Get this Forsaken back over here. We got these warriors rallying. We need to get this dude onto these. Archaon's broke. That's not great. We do need to buy him some time. Drop this on these plague monks. Hounds. Forsaken. Jump on Queek. Hopefully we can get Archaon out of there. I doubt it, but we'll try. And the chariots are standing around like a bunch of dummies. Come back to me, chariots. Okay, we did get Archaon out. The problem at this point... oh, we're getting army losses? Seriously? Okay. So the double plague furnace got us, but that was our fault for not taking... So when you fight Skaven, there's really no point in not taking an infantry-heavy Chaos Force. Obviously, the plague furnaces are kind of a problem. They're a bit of a cheesy... The double plague furnace is a pretty cheesy build. Kind of hoping they get nerfed a little bit in the upcoming patch. Because right now, the problem is that they do their debuff nonsense even if you're not fighting them. I'm just not really feeling quick battles right now. Trying to think of what I want to do instead. I'm leaning back in my chair thoughtfully. I almost just want to go to the afternoon stream and do some Vermintide and stuff. You know what I think I'm going to do, chat? I think I'm actually going to go ahead and call for an early lunch. So I can make the video about Hellebron and all that. So I'm going to go make that video, and then I think at 1:30 I'm going to come back, but we're going to be on Twitch. We're going to come back for a Twitch stream. We'll start Cetra tomorrow, and I will put up a vote for what kind of mods everybody wants. And we'll test God knows everything. So, yeah, I think we're going to go ahead and call for today, though. I'm just not feeling it right now, and I do need to lay down for a minute. So, don't be surprised if I sleep through the, the afternoon stream. Keep an eye on Twitter, because on Twitter or in the Discord, because that's where I'll announce if I'm actually awake and going to do it. So I'm going to go make a video on that, breaking down the trailer and doing all that stuff, because if I don't do it, then other people are going to do it, and I'm going to lose money. So, it's a dog-eat-dog world. I'll talk to you guys later. Thanks for coming by and enjoying the stream. I'll see you guys tomorrow morning at the very least, but I'll almost certainly be back for the afternoon stream. Good night, guys.